welcome to Cruise Week Tea Break, celebrating National Cruise Week here on the Holiday and Cruise channel. I'm Richard Cross here every day this week to take half an hour to enjoy some delicious British tea and scones as we find out more about some of your favourite cruise lines. Today we are enjoying the classic cruise experience with MSC Cruises. With their young, modern and sophisticated fleet, with exciting itineraries and excellent dining experiences. And to tell us more, I'm joined in the studio by Stephen Harris from MSC Cruises.
Hi Richard.
Hi Stephen. Can you tell me a bit more about MSC Cruises and the fleet?
Yeah, MSC, we're quite new and young into the cruise market, especially into the UK, but we're actually the 5th largest cruise company in the world now. We're privately owned. We are a European cruise company, and we have, like you mentioned earlier, one of the youngest fleets of ships in the world. And
how do cruise lines compare? What makes them different?
Each cruise line is out there and they're offering, like you say, something different for each customers. You've got the very British style cruising, you've got some American style cruising with MSC, you've got a Mediterranean style experience on board. And again, all the facilities on board, again, aimed at different customer segments, families, older customers, etc., and couples. So nowadays with cruising, you've got so many different companies out there offering different style of cruises. It's not just where the cruise goes to, it can be, you know who you actually prefer to cruise with and the style of cruise and what you're going to receive on board.
And do you think cruising has changed the way we look at holidays as opposed to maybe the package holidays?
Yeah, very much so. I think, again, you've got so much choice out there with cruising now. I mean, going back 10, 15 years, so relatively short space of time in travel, cruising was very much looked at the upper market style of holiday, and it really isn't now. As again, just going back to what I mentioned, you've got so many different cruises offering different styles to customers and great value for money. At the end of the day, we all want a good deal, we all want a good value for money, and cruising really does offer customers excellent value for money.
And one of the things I like, especially when I walk onto a cruise line, the modern inside the grand staircases. Yeah. Who comes up with the design for those?
Well, with MSC, we are very big into the style of our onboard experience and our ship hardware of our ships. That's one of the big selling points about MSC. And we actually have a company called DeGioia Design that are based out in Geneva. They're one of the world's largest design houses, and they design the interior of our ships. So each of our ships in our fleet, we have 13 ships, or we will have 13 ships in 2013, are individually designed, so have a unique style. The layout of the ship's exactly the same. You know, if you're going to, like, say, for example, Fantasia, one of our largest ships class, to its sister ship Splendida, the layout of the ship's the same, but the decor is different, the bar style are different, the restaurant themes are different, so it is really quite unique, and we don't have a corporate image across all of our fleet, which is quite nice.
Well, on that note, let's take a unique insight into everyday life for the crew and passengers on board the MSC Fantasia.
Welcome to a day in the life of the MSC Fantasia, as we go behind the scenes to find out what really happens to make your cruise the holiday of a lifetime. As the first in an exceptional class of cruise ships, MSC Fantasia is everything a modern cruise ship should be, but with a little extra Italian style added for good measure. As she does her weekly rounds of the Mediterranean, each week she calls into the Italian port of Genoa to both board new cruise customers and to stock off on provisions. The day starts early for Dana Cato, who's the Passenger Services Manager. It's her responsibility to make sure all passengers are safely checked in on board before the ship sails. And Head Butler Henry Ravino, whose duty it is to make sure all VIP passengers in the MSC Yacht Club are looked after by a team of professionally trained butlers. Already Dana is making sure all passengers who are due to vacate have left the ship.
Hey, Dora, there's a guest downstairs at the gangway deck 4 to be picked up and taken to Nicola.
Whilst Head Butler Henry inspects his troops to make sure they're all ready to give boarding VIPs the very best welcome in a special VIP reception area of the port.
Some actors or some important people coming from US, United States and England, United Kingdom. So I trust on you, I believe on you to give always the best, and I don't want to say here the name that you know already the suite number, I said to you yesterday, so be professional. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Meanwhile, in the regular check-in area, it's early doors, but Passenger Services Manager has already arranged for over 1,500 new cruisers to join the ship, so she keeps an eagle eye on how the operation is going.
Okay, missing 1443. Yeah, perfect.
Whilst all the passengers are checking in, they're not the only thing that's joining the ship here. This is the port where most of the week's provisions are taken on board. And with over 3,000 passengers and 1,300 crew, that means you really have to stock up, as food is a major part of the cruise experience. And with specialty restaurants, a la carte restaurants and buffets to replenish, plus the multitude of bars and retail outlets on board, not to mention the hungry staff working 24-hour shifts, it just keeps coming on board. The massive cold stores are stocked up to make sure it's fresh produce all the way, even in the middle of a Mediterranean on this cruise. Back shoreside and the VIP guests are starting to arrive, being met from their private transfer by head butler Henry, whisking them past the butlers waiting to pamper them. They're given a choice of beverage to sample before being taken to the MSC Yacht Club check-in area.
Good morning. Hello, good morning.
How are you?
Hi.
Back on board, the ship is preparing for new passengers, with Assistant Cruise Director Valerie Maller welcoming new passengers on board.
Ladies and gentlemen, a very good afternoon. Welcome to the MSC Fantasia. We would like to inform all our guests that the welcome buffet is waiting for you on deck number 14, the Africana Cafeteria. And of course, on behalf of our master, Mrs. Cruise, and all the crew, we would like to wish you a very nice and pleasant cruise. Thank you so much for your attention.
In the kitchen, the chefs are in full flow, getting ready to serve over 3,000 hungry cruisers. And Head of Food Services, Pasquale Rousseau, takes full control of the nightly operation.
Now my cook prepare the cold plate for tonight. You know, this is a typical Italian dish: salami, capicollo, and tomato, cherry tomato. Guy, how many plates you prepare? Just you prepare now?
Around 400 on deck 5 and deck 6 around 1,000.
Deck 6, 1,000. Okay. Hi Mio, how are you?
Hi, fine.
Fine. Tonight Persico, eh?
See, double.
Yes. How many you prepare? How many portions you prepare for tonight?
1,000.
1,000? Almost 1,000. Yes, big fillet. It's so nice, this fillet, huh?
Yes, yes.
In of this part, how many pieces you cut of one fillet, more or less?
Sometimes 4, sometimes 5 pieces.
Yeah.
One piece of 1
Okay.
Baking bread on the MSC Fantasia is a 24-hour operation, with fresh bread being baked for every time of the day, from breakfast to lunch and evening meal, along with specialty breads for the grand buffets. Some parts of the kitchen are specially called out for special dietary needs.
This area is completely dedicated to gluten-free. You know the sign, every part of the galley have the sign gluten-free preparation. All is dedicated. The utensil, plate, cook is completely dedicated for this special service.
We all have a sweet tooth, and that means the pastry and dessert chefs are kept busier than most. As all passengers are now on board, certain areas of the ship are becoming popular right away, like the spa area, where some passengers are already starting to enjoy the services of the specially trained staff. Up in the VIP MSC Yacht Club area, Danny, one of the butlers, are hard at work as he starts to unpack guests' luggage, while the guests relax and take life easy. Back in reception, Passenger Services Manager Dana is now dealing with the questions from guests who've just boarded.
Hey, good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Can I help you, madam?
Yes, I have a problem. I cannot open the door.
Which is your cabin number?
8004, please.
Oh, but it's 5004, your cabin number. You're in the wrong floor.
That makes sense.
Okay. Try it again.
It certainly looks luxurious on board MSC Fantasia. Now, Stephen, there's certainly an elegant style on board, isn't there?
Very much so, yeah. Again, that's probably one of the big things that stand MSC out in the crowd, if you like, in the cruise industry, like I mentioned earlier, is the style on board our ships. Very elegant, like you say, stylish interiors. On our Fantasia class ships, for example, we have the Swarovski crystal staircases in the main atrium of the ship. Across all our fleet, we have the very finest Italian marble that we use, and we have to make sure the grain of the marble is matching down the staircases, etc. on some of the other ships. So again, really big into style and what the ship's presentation is like, very much so.
And on board then, we saw a bit about the MSC Yacht Club. Can you give us an insight, what is the...
Yeah, the Yacht Club is quite a unique concept on board the Fantasia class ships that we have. So we have that on board Fantasia, the flagship, the Fantasia class, Splendida Divina, the new ship that we launched this year, and also Yacht Club Beyond Preziosa when she launches next March. That's the fourth ship in the Fantasia class. So Yacht Club is an all-suites area of the ship, right at the very front, full butler service, which is again fantastic. All our butlers are trained in the International Butler Academy out in Holland, so you really do get attention to detail. The butlers look after no more than 5 suites in twos, so they work 24 hours a day. So you have English afternoon high tea served every day at 4 o'clock in the top sail lounge, which is a lounge dedicated for Yacht Club customers, right at the very front of the ship. Panoramic views forward of the ship, again stunning area. Also consists of a private concierge area, a private area of the deck with a pool, 2 jacuzzis, solarium and a private bar, alfresco dining area as well. So yeah, really offers quite a unique area for customers who want a little bit more privacy but want a large ship experience as well, with all the facilities going on a big ship.
Well, we'll be back on board MSC Fantasia, plus speaking more with Stephen Harris from MSC Cruises in just a few minutes after we take a quick break. Stay with us. Hello and welcome back to Cruise Week Tea Break. We're celebrating National Cruise Week here on the Holiday and Cruise channel, and it's great to have you with us. Now let me just tell you that if you're new to cruising, then our first time guide to cruise holidays has been designed with you in mind. It answers all the common questions we get asked, questions on visas, luggage allowance, tipping and much more. If you'd like a copy, just give us a call on 0871 423 4444. Calls will cost 10p a minute from a BT landline, and calls from other networks and mobiles may vary. You can also request a copy through our website at www.holidayandcruisechannel.co.uk. Back to today's tea break, and Stephen Harris from MSC Cruises is still with me. Stephen, when's the best time to book an MSC cruise?
To be quite honest with you, now is the best time to book. Book early for 2013. Now is really the excellent deals we've got on at the moment for next year's cruising. We have a promotion called KISS, Keep It Simple, which is just one price for all Mediterranean cruises up to a 9-night duration, and then we have a separate cruising price for 11 nights. So it doesn't matter what ship you're going on in the Mediterranean, what itinerary, it's all one set price during certain months of the year. So offers customers fantastic value for money at the moment. So definitely now. So
we've decided we want to go on a cruise. Mm-hmm. Where can we cruise from with MSC Cruises?
With MSC, we offer more itineraries, more ships in the Mediterranean in the summertime than any other cruise line. So Mediterranean is a key cruising destination for MSC during the summer months. We also sail during the summer months from Northern Europe, from Southampton, which I think we're going to look at in a second, and also from Copenhagen. During the Baltics, during the fjords area, and also during the winter months, we actually redeploy some of the ships to different parts of the world. South America is a big area for us, so we have the repositional cruises across the Atlantic to South America. We offer Red Sea cruising from Sharm el-Sheikh for this winter. South Africa, again, is a big area for cruising for us. We actually redeploy 2 of our ships from the Mediterranean down to South Africa during our winter months, and also we sail from the Caribbean in the winter time as well. So, but as our fleet expands, we're always looking for new itineraries and new destinations for customers to cruise from. So
there's certainly a good choice there.
Oh, very much so. Yeah, yeah.
You mentioned there Southampton. Can you tell me about the benefits of sailing from Southampton?
Yeah, Southampton, we have our ship MSC Opera from Southampton, offering customers cruising to the fjords during May and June. And then we have an itinerary from July, August, September 2013 that touches northern France, Channel Islands and down to Lisbon. It's a 10-night itinerary. We offer complimentary car parking on all our itineraries from Southampton. If customers don't want to drive, we offer complimentary return coach from anywhere in the UK down to Southampton. Or if customers from the north of the country, obviously Southampton is quite a journey, either by car or by a coach. So we can offer flights from Manchester, Newcastle, Edinburgh and Glasgow for a small supplement for customers from the north of the UK as well. So
one of the things I'm quite impressed with, I actually went on an MSC cruise earlier this year from Southampton. I turned up in Southampton, left my cases, which the porters took onto the ship, and within about 15-20 minutes I was on board.
Yeah, very quick. Yeah, Southampton port, again, a very obviously switched on to the customers cruising and what customers expect. So yeah, the check-in process we have at Southampton, and because the time that you walk into the check-in area to actually walking on board the ship, embarkation on the ship is very short. So yeah, usually less than, like you say, 15-20 minutes. So very, very quick and easy as well.
Well, let's head back on board the MSC Fantasia and take a look behind the scenes.
As the ship gently sets sail, the evening starts to fall and the atrium of the ship starts to come alive with music, and the restaurants prepare to serve new guests for the first time. And as always, first impressions are really important. In the ship's theatre, the L'Avant-Garde, the cast are getting ready to perform the first of 2 shows tonight to an audience of over 2,000. That's larger than most theatres in towns across the UK. The shows have to be glitzy, fun, and to be understood by passengers in multitudes of languages. Back in the kitchens, service is underway to feed passengers, and the operation needs to be slick to make sure everything arrives on the table just as the customer expects it. Meanwhile, back at the theatre, the curtain's about to go up on another show, and the cast get themselves ready.
2 minutes, show time.
You don't have to be beautiful to turn me on. I just need somebody.
Then, it's showtime. The rest of the ship is now settling into cruising the Med, with guests relaxing and enjoying the lounges and entertainment, and just chatting. Cruise director Anna-Marie Bissot is the star herself. Each night she takes time to walk the floor of all the bars, lounges and entertainment venues to ensure guests are enjoying their experience on board the MSC Fantasia.
So we are in Transatlantico, and the people are enjoying the lovely music of our piano player. I think that everything is okay. Lovely music, lovely space, and downstairs there is a casino. And now we enter in another very, very beautiful lounge where people enjoying the jazz music. Now we have a piano player, and then follows a nice band with the jazz music. And now we'll ask to some guests if really is enjoying tonight. Buonasera, good evening. Everything okay?
Okay.
Yeah, are you enjoying the music and the night?
Yes.
Yeah, you like the ship?
Yes.
Very well, very well.
My seventh ship.
Seven ship. MSC, eh?
MSC.
Always MSC, eh?
And then we cruise into the night, as tomorrow is another day, on the MSC Fantasia.
The MSC Fantasia is currently cruising on a 7-night Mediterranean itinerary, taking in Marseille, Barcelona and Naples. Now, Stephen, we saw some of the entertainment on board there, and I believe that you cater for all nationalities.
Yeah, we do, very much so. I say we offer a Mediterranean international style experience on board our ships. So obviously with our entertainment, we have to make sure that's caters for all nationalities. So it's very visual, very dance-orientated entertainment on board our ships. Usually any singing that's done during a performance is always done in English, because you know, if you look at Michael Jackson number, whatever nationality you are, you know it's sung in English. So yeah, but we have to make sure that the entertainment is very much visual and appeals to all nationalities. And
one of the things that passengers may be concerned about when they get off a cruise is their bar bill. But I believe you offer some packages for that.
Yep, we did. I think you obviously took a package yourself, didn't you? A drinks package there. We offer fantastic value for money on board. Our cruising, for example, on a Mediterranean cruise or ex-UK cruise, we offer all-inclusive packages, which again really do save customers money on board the ship. Just £20 a day can get you an all-inclusive package, and we offer an all-inclusive package for children as well. So yeah, it offers great value for customers and saves money.
And as it's National Cruise Week here, can you tell us what you're doing as a cruise line?
Yeah, we're offering customers who book during National Cruise Week on-board credit to the value of their cruise booked and cabin type booked. Say, for example, if you book a Category 6 balcony cabin, you'll get £60 per person on-board credit onto the booking as well. So, or if you book a Category 2 inside cabin, £20 per person on-board credit. So, yeah.
Well, National Cruise Week continues throughout the week here on the Holiday and Cruise channel. And if you've missed one of our tea break specials, just head online to our website at www.holidayandcruisechannel.co.uk, where you can watch them all again in full. My thanks to Stephen Harris from MSC Cruises, and thanks to you for watching. I'll see you again soon.